Okay, Christopher, in 3, 2...
Hello, I'm Margaret Steelheart. You know, sewing can be so rewarding. Jeez, who made this thing? This looks great. Oh, you know what? I do these cold opens because I'm always telling you, if you don't laugh, you don't learn. But you know, a whole lot goes into making a show like this, especially doing this for 30 seconds. It takes me an hour to get into wardrobe. Well, you'll see that in just a minute, but that's what today's all about. It's the day in the life of moi on the Christopher Lowell Show. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, now.
Hi there, everybody. Oops. I'm Christopher Lowell, and today we're doing things just a little bit differently. Change is good, right? Well, of course it is. You know, over the years, we've received so many cards and letters from viewers asking what goes on behind the scenes at the Christopher Lowell Show that we decided, well, to turn the cameras on ourselves, or lower the boom, as they'd say. That's right. Today, we're going to get a peek into my world. Yes, indeed. You're going to see what it takes to put on this very labor-intensive show. You'll also get a chance to meet some of the talented people responsible for making this a top-rated program. Whoa! Okay, yes. We do this show day in, day out, day after day. Love that. Now, consider me your tour guide as we begin a day in the life of moi. Cool. So, where do we begin? Well, why not at the very beginning? It's a very good place to start. Well, as you know, we start each show with comedy cold opens. Want to see?
This is Gabrielle. She does my makeup every day. Scary, huh? Say hi, Gabrielle.
Hi.
You know, it's tough being a girl. It's tough being a boy being a girl. That's really tough. We have it down to a science. Takes a lot of people to do this, you know. Hi there. Hello, I'm Margaret Steelheart.
Now, I know a lot of people enjoy those comedy bits, but you know what? Guess what? The reason why they're there isn't to Oh, I'm sorry. Now, quiet. Now, a lot of people enjoy those comedy bits, but the reason why they're really there is to remind you that if you don't laugh, you don't learn. Now, oftentimes, you know, we're afraid to make mistakes. We get embarrassed. So I'm here to show you that if I can make a fool out of myself right at the top of the show, all you got to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy our hour together. However, you should see what happens when I drive off the lot and I forget to take my makeup off. Yeah, on second thought, I don't think we want to go there. Oh, more helicopters coming in. It's part of that MASH thing. Now, doing a show like this wouldn't be possible without a dedicated staff of seasoned professionals. Yeah, whatever. Like the ones who make up our production team. In fact, we get together every Monday morning and painstakingly plan out that week's shows. Yes, we do it all for you. Yeah, here's what I mean. Godspeed. This is what we call Camp Christopher. Now, the cool thing about Camp Christopher is that it's a real functioning camp. Now, several months out of the year, half of the year, we're in my corporate offices, and then everybody moves over to here to catch the ride on the helicopter. That's, of course, what we're doing. It's like MASH. It's just like MASH with the helicopters, but it's without the bodies. Usually. Come on in. This is Elaine Perkins.
Well, see, I'm a supervising producer, so I supervise.
Now, I have something to tell you about Elaine Perkins. Elaine Perkins actually lives in this elaborate house, but all white walls.
We all live lavishly in big homes with lots of color and
very well decorated, and he has a studio apartment with white walls.
She doesn't know anything about interior design.
He's great on television. He's a nice enough guy, right, guys? But doesn't know anything about design.
But I basically do most of her job.
These are the producers of the show, and these are the people who run the show. This is really the brains of the operation. And Christopher, although we're all very fond of him, if truth be known, we carry him.
Act 1, workroom upstage, lead the tape, tag. Act 2, living room left, counter, demo, no wall. Act 3, living room left, we reset that with a new counter and we cross the living room right. Act 5, we are in the courtyard left.
This is accounting. And these people control everything. And without them, we don't get any money. That's the big head honcho office over there. And in there is Ellen.
Oh, no, see, I have an accountant who's a professional gambler.
Jeff is a pathological gambler, but that's okay. Christopher. This is Missy. Missy, tell them what you do.
What do I do? Everything for everyone.
Everything for everyone.
I'm her slave.
Okay, now what about Act 5? Now that we're down.
Oh, let's just get rid of it. Say hi, Tony.
Hi.
She's the one who answers the phone when you call here. I'll do my opener in there. Then we bring in the telestrator and chair, so we can do 1 and 3 at the same time. Well, they're here, and the blinds are here, too. Oh, my. Very nice. Okay. So, show us around to their marvelous window treatment.
My favorite picture.
There we are. There we are. See that?
Just got it today.
It's the CLS truck. Yeah, that's right. We're starting our own network.
That's the one you're referring
Usually we
to.
don't even discuss these things.
Jim is the guy who picks up on all the odds and ends, keeps the camp running really well. That's kind of what we're going to do. Right there. And he deals with all the guests, which is really cool. And they love him. We don't think much of him, but they love him. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We have 6 to go. Please do the open. Yeah.
I was going to try to get out of here, you know?
What's that?
Beginning of every day, I start there, read my notes, and then I move up to the house. And up here is where we shoot the Christopher Lowell Show. And tomorrow morning, got to be here at 7 o'clock, got to be in makeup by 8. And it's hi everybody, I'm Christopher Lowell, which starts precisely at somewhere between 8, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Okay? So that's the tour. Cool. Now I have to go back into the meeting because I can't function without me. Bye. Come here. Come closer. To tell you the truth, I really do everything. Right? Those are just actors I hired. You see, they're children here. They're all children. So we sit around the table, right? They're all hired. Okay. Anyway, moving right along. Hey, where do you think you're going? We have just begun. We have a lot more in the day of the life. You got to come back. So don't stray. All right, you through this. Yeah.
3, 2.
Thanks. Ooh, welcome back, everybody. Now, since you've written so many letters asking, what's it like on the show? What's it like on the set? We decided to show you. We've turned the cameras on ourselves today to give you a peek into the day in the life of the Christopher Lowell Show. How cool is that? Now, when we entered our new season, we updated the look of our house. And the first thing we did was, well, the kitchen had to go. I know, it's a change thing. Check it out. Well, we decided, since we're living in the new millennium now, that we wanted a much fresher approach to the whole Christopher Lowell set. I'm in the kitchen. Yeah, didn't recognize it, did you? We've made some huge changes. Now, you remember in the past, this is what we inherited. You know, not so pretty. Then, over the course of time, other productions kept changing the kitchen until it finally evolved into our inheriting the house, and we took the house and we turned it into the kitchen area, and we turned it into a wonderful sort of country French with a Tuscan flair, which we loved a lot. But you know what, we read all the little emails, and you all said, you know what, Christopher, if you're going to start cooking, we'd rather see you on the Food Network, which I just might do. However, we still promise to give you wonderful in-home entertaining tips, tablescapes, and all that. But because we're not going to be cooking anymore, we did what is one of the most popular new additions to a home. Courtesy of 4 Seasons, we created this brand new solarium out here, which I think is just drop dead. It's about 20 feet long and about 8.5 feet wide. This opening, this is where the kitchen sink used to be, will go from here all the way to over here now to give us a whole sort of indoor-outdoor feel. And the wonderful thing about solariums now is now you can add an addition to your home, and add a wonderful character to your home. So the resale value of being able to say in the ad, with solarium, is really, really cool. Now, because of the temperature and the technology, this stays nice and toasty in the wintertime and nice and cool in the summertime. Yeah, they figured all that out now. So adding an all-glass room like this is really not only affordable and great for the bottom line profits, but more importantly, it's really practical now. So this will become our new focal point. We'll do all sorts of parties out there. Now, let's take a look at what we've actually done to dress up the area. We've removed the counter that separated the living room from this space, making it even more of that sort of millennium look, because you know what, open spaces is where everybody's at. But we wanted to kind of bring that outdoor feeling into here, so we're going to create a courtyard here. Very cool, huh? Now, we don't have to have a mason to do that. We're going to actually do it with faux finish. So, the first thing we did, remember this is where our old refrigerator used to be, and our cabinets, we pulled all of that out. We wanted to create this wonderful niche here. So what we simply did is we started out making a transition from this wall to this wall. Now we're right down to studs here because we're going to reface this area. We just took plywood. Now you've seen us do this before. We simply created a four-sided column out of plywood. We installed it, bolted it to the wall, added the front piece on, screwed it nice and secure, then took some of the drastic holes and just took a little bit of Red Devil puttied all that in. Now, we don't have to sand this too much because it's going to look like stone when we're all finished. Now, you see, we've already laid down on our Luan, that's all this is. It's Luan built out. We've already laid down a base color, and you see here where we've taken tape to simulate our masonry, okay? This is where the grout will be in the second layer. Now, let me show you how this is done. First, we paint. Now, the background color, if you want to make it relative to my paint chart, is dried rosemary. That's what the grout is. That's taped off right now. When I do my finish and I remove this, this is the color that you're going to see here, okay? So we've masked that off to preserve that color. Now, if you want to compare more colors, we're going to then take two colors in the golden waffle and almond paste or a blanched avocado to create a sandstone effect. Let's go down here and let me show you exactly what that is. Here, we want to take all-purpose joint compound just like this. It's already pre-mixed. So cool. And with a ratio about half and half, we're going to take both of our two colors. Here's what would be represented by our golden waffle color, and then let's say we add the almond paste, or if we want to go darker, we'll go all the way up to the blanched avocado. This is added half and half. So you dump the compound into your tray. This is a very, very thick natural sponge roller, which is great to give it that stippled look that appears like sandstone. And then we want to pour both of those colors in a half-to-half mix. But we don't want to mix it all up. We just want to do a casual mix, almost a swirl effect, because we want this brush, this roller, when we put it inside, to pick up colors randomly. Because remember, there are no straight lines and no precise colors in nature. Once that joint compound is on here, okay, we then roll it over the entire surface like so. And it's always a good idea to have a rag and maybe something that you maybe want to touch over to kind of, maybe a dry brush where you may want to stipple a little bit. This is an artistic thing, so you can use your imagination on this. The minute you've done an area, let's say that's about 3 of these panels, while it's still wet, you want to then remove all of your grout line areas to reveal this background color. It's so simple, and by the time it's all finished, this whole area here will look so fabulous. So, if you've got a space in your home that you really want to add new surfaces to for very little money, this is a time when you faux it, okay? If you can't own it, faux it, which is what we're going to do here. So, by the time we dress this with plants, we dress our beautiful new solarium, this is going to be really a new focal point for my new home. Love that. Whoops. Okay, you saw that. So, are you going to hit me if I say change is good? You can all say it with me after you see this. Doesn't this look terrific? Well, as I said, you know, the cooking thing, now you're asking me for the recipes. Who knew it's so pleasing you? Here's the deal. We needed a central area that we could do more demos in. You know, you see me doing a lot of demos in my room. We decided that we wanted some prettier, more inspiring areas rather than just looking at my workroom all the time. So this turned out to be the perfect answer to our questions. Now, you saw the beginning as we started to do the faux finishing. Well, we refined that technique a little bit with our fix-all and our tape and all of that. Let's take a look at that alcove now. It's all trimmed out. Right now we have a great big tree in it because we wanted this to be kind of a transition space. Such a new trend today is sort of blending the indoors with the outdoors. We really want to have that feel because, you know, life keeps changing and our show keeps changing. If we don't change, you know, we get bored. And we get bored. We get lazy, we go off the air. Not a good thing. Okay, let's take a look around here. Now that the faux finish is all done, you see that we've added a little bit more color to it. We've actually gone back into, and we've added a little bit of shadow line to make the grout areas seem even deeper than they actually are, which I think is a terrific idea. Now, one of the things that we did also was we wanted to take these sconces that we found that we really love, but we wanted to kind of play them up a little bit. So what we did was we created a back plate area. This is actually made out of foam core. Yeah, and there's actually on the show, we're going to show you, on a different show, obviously, than this one, we're going to show you how to make these step by step. This is just foam core that we've cut out. We wanted to elongate this and give this sort of a nice kind of wrought iron look and make it real focal point. And we have those just to add a little bit of ambient light to the space. Speaking of ambient light, check out our overhead ledges now. Great big thick turnings of crown molding I think are really, really handsome. This is sort of the feeling. We had a little bit of this feeling in our living room last year. We decided to bring that element, when we changed that, to bring some of the element into here for continuity. So we just love, you talk about crown molding, this is really the big kahuna here. We've got lights all the way around the upper areas, which is really, really nice. We've got that filled with plants, which I think looks great too. Oftentimes during the course of a show, you can see it looking all pretty. Isn't that nice? Yeah. So up lights, up high, who knew? A lot of times you'll see us do demos with it facing this way, looking that way, with it this way, looking that way. It just all depends. As a matter of fact, we've also done a thing called a big French poof. You know those things that are in hotel lobbies? Yeah, that goes here too. But let's take a look now at the outside area a little bit. We had one of our good friends make these great iron gates that we really love a lot. So this really becomes the transition threshold from our courtyard area, which is what we call this, to our sunroom, solarium, whatever you want to call it. This is by our friends at Four Seasons. Now this area back here is ideal for when we do wonderful in-home entertaining tea parties. We talk about bringing the outdoors in. All of that happens in this brand new space, which we think is really terrific. Ain't that cool? So a lot of times you'll see me reclining here. A lot of times you'll see me open the show here because we just think it's so inspiring. Well, there you have it. Our courtyard is now complete and looks great. Okay, one more time. Is change good? Well, I think we can, let's all say it. It's better than the kitchen, wasn't it? Who knew? All right, when we come back, we've got, well, your backstage pass as we continue with the day in the life of moi. Okay, too cool or what? Are we done yet? Are we off the air? Oh, I guess we're still on. Are we off the air, everybody?
No, we're still working.
We're still working. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh. My job is to clean all of these lenses, and I know absolutely every single part of this jib because I designed the jib. Yeah, there you go. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Today we're taking you behind the scenes of the Christopher Lowell Show. Here, take this. Thank you, Peter. Well, because we can, indeed. Actually, it's because so many viewers write and ask us that we thought we'd share. So, you want to see the house and the rest of the camp? Well, fasten your seatbelts. Golf carts can be a very bumpy ride. It's the Christopher Lowell Show. Very impressive, isn't it? Yes, I know. Up there's our house. That's the one that you see on TV every single day. So there's our garage. Just like everybody else's garage, it's filled with brim. Unlike most houses, the air conditioning unit is actually on the outside of the house so that it's quiet on the inside of the house. Everybody's getting ready right now. They're having their meeting.
In show 317, Act 1, we are in the atrium. We also will skip ahead and tape out of order if it's okay with everybody.
People are in makeup and wardrobe, and this is my trailer. I have to go inside and get warm and get ready, read my script, get my makeup on, and go be Christopher. Bye. Now I have to go get into makeup, where I pretend to look 10 years younger. When I come back out of here, I will be rich, thin, and young.
Let's get to it. It's going to be a good day.
before I start looking young. Takes a lot of goop to make this face look natural. She puts the shine on, then she takes the shine off. You take all my makeup off, I look like Oprah. Oops, maybe not.
They need you on the set.
Oh boy, here we go. So you see the yellow, sallow look of death has now been replaced by the dewy, moist look of youth makeup.
There'll be a camera up overhead.
This is a jib. It actually takes all of the high shots and all of the great, here comes the helicopter shot, but they did it indoors kind of thing. This is how we do it.
Jocelyn, she has a cell phone that's the size of a Hoover vacuum cleaner. Jocelyn and her crew are the ones who move everything in this house at least 3 or 4 times a day. She designs all the demos for us and everything.
I take care of the lighting.
Right?
So now I'm going to go with my guest. Hi, Michelle, how are you?
We met at HIA, and I won your
right.
book.
Huh?
I won your book.
You won the book?
I won the book.
We need a book giveaway. Right now we're doing the run-through. You know, it's a 5-minute demo, but it takes a lot of thinking and a lot of planning, and it's got to be laid out step by step so that you people at home really understand it.
I'm so tiny.
So if, you know, you can't read something or something's out of order, it's not good. If you pull that out too quickly, I will just hold it right there and we'll talk about it till the camera gets a shot of it, and then, so that's what I'm doing, okay?
In other words, you don't want me.
Yeah.
Just kind of keep.
I'm the stage manager. Coming to camera 2. I tell him what the setup is, where the cameras are going to go, what we're shooting. Yes, he will step in as soon as he's clear for his close-up. How long the segment is, what's coming after this, what's coming after that. Okay, guys, settle, please. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking about rental dilemmas. Now, let's say that you love your new place, but you hate the white walls and you're not allowed to paint them, or perhaps you live in a home where the white walls are, well, not all that attractive. Well, don't give up hope. Our next guest has an inspiring idea when it comes to camouflaging those plain walls. Joining us now is textile designer and artist Michelle Newman. How are you, Michelle?
Hi, Christopher. Fine, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So you're going to show us how to actually print our own fabrics, and we can use them for everything from pillows to curtains to wall hangings, all that stuff.
Try to keep us on schedule and call lunch at the right time. And
And I'm just going to roll it onto the surface of my stamp.
Okay. Now these rubber stamps are also craft.
Totally. Go to your craft store. Exactly. It's a pretty good design. So.
I love the Greek key too. It's fun to design that kind of stuff, isn't it?
Okay,
so
now that
that's
it's
all
ready,
on.
and I'm just going to print.
hopefully get him under the right light at the right place at the right time and give him the right little time cues and get out of here in one piece.
You'll get better results than a regular velvet.
That's just so beautiful. Thank you so much, Michelle. This has been fun. Okay.
Thank you, Christopher.
Now coming up next.
We go to the kiosk room.
Okay, more acts to go. And the walls come tumbling down.
Let's go ahead and dress her up.
Okay.
This goes here.
We have an overhead camera. You're talking to me. Ignore the camera. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking about rental spaces. And this one here?
That's, again, house paint and a gilded border on it.
Okay, waiting on speed.
Our next guest has yet another great way to cover up unsightly walls, and best of all, you can take it with you.
Originally, what happens is we have the original artwork. On this piece, it was painted at full scale, which is 8 feet by 48 feet in length.
This is from Valerie. She's living in Seattle, Washington, and she said, "Dear Christopher, I live in a small one-bedroom basement apartment. Well, it looks like we've run out of time, and I hate that when that happens." And that is our show for now.
Okay, let's break for lunch, everyone. That's lunch, 1 hour.
It's the woman who does all the cooking. Show. Some of it I can eat, some of it I can't because I'm always on a perpetual diet, so I look real skinny on TV. Everybody else gets an hour. Of course, I have to screen tapes for the next show because we're not done yet. We got to do all of this all over again. To read my script and do all that stuff. Bye.
One man.
While they're all having lunch,
He is
I sit here and I screen all the field pieces that are going to roll into the show,
Well, I call myself basically
and I read my script
a custom
for the
furniture
next day.
maker.
See?
And that
So well written,
allows
isn't
me
it?
a lot
It just says
of,
ad-lib.
leeway as far as
See?
what I do. But
Ad-lib.
basically, I like to take other people's
Few words.
salvage or other people's
there's some words.
discards
That's pretty much
and
it.
remake it into furniture. All types
yeah,
of
blah, blah,
furniture.
blah, blah.
Big things, small things.
Sometimes I don't watch them at all. Sometimes I just fast forward through them.
Action.
Clear, everybody, clear. What? Oh, you thought I was living a glamorous life, didn't you? Did you see all those extras that we hired to make it look like we had a whole lot full of fabulous people working? So Hollywood, isn't it? Oh, by the way, all kidding aside, I really would like to thank FleetwoodRV.com for supplying me with my home away from home, as well as our friends at Circuit City for that wonderful television. Oh, and by the way, we have a very talented writer on the show. Cute. Well, at least that's what it says on the teleprompter. Okay. So, do you have any questions about the show that you're just dying to have answered? Well, stick around, because we're going to answer your top 10 questions. But first, it's more behind the scenes on the Christopher Lowell Show. Hurry back. Yeah, okay. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're showing what it's like to be behind the scenes here at the Christopher Lowell Show. You asked for it, we delivered. See, we do care. Now, we just got back from lunch and we're ready for me on set. So why don't you tag along? Oh, it's okay. Everybody knows you're going to be here. Come along. Hold on there. That's it. Back to 2. Take camera 2. So this one gives you the idea of what the back of the house looks like. And that's the John Wayne set. Well, hello there. That's where I do it, right from there. Camera 3, this brand new structure this season, which you'll actually see step by step. And that, even though that looks like a real house, it's not. It's a false front. That's basically just a set. It's all pretend.
Christopher, you can't direct yourself, okay? You can't do everything. So just go back in the studio, okay?
Okay, Bob.
He's our leader. We couldn't be more proud of him. You saw as he walked in from lunch, we were so overcome with emotion and respect that when he came in,
Who's that?
we applauded because today's payday and he's withholding our paychecks until we do that. It happens every day. So, but we got them, so we're good.
No, I want to get with the rug down.
Okay.
This guy goes through stage managers like water. I'll be gone by tomorrow. I learned how to count backwards from 5 here.
Yeah, and you'll be able to flip it. You gotta use that one.
Not true.
No,
It's
I
second year back.
I have done almost every show up at the house.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking about vintage living and giving new life to old objects.
Well, I put all of Christopher's words up so he can read them. Like I can tell him to read real fast, or I can slow down. And when he does his ad-lib stuff, then I stop and wait and let him come pick it back up.
You know, people don't believe that I'm really dyslexic. I had to read that backwards.
Christopher, he has a hard time if I have the words all the way across the screen, so I have to leave him space on the right-hand side of the screen. I make little short lines for him.
I see the first word in the blank hole and then go back to the second word. That makes it look so easy, huh?
Okay, Act 5, living room, Christopher Lowell demo. He's gonna come fireplace through the hole and stop here.
All one piece.
All one piece.
All right. Well, it gives a digital readout of the foot candles falling on the face of talent.
3, 2.
Hi, everybody. I'm Christopher Lowell. You know that expression, the second time around? Well, today, we're talking about ways to give new life to old stuff. It's kind of like everything old is new again, but with a twist.
Well, I tell you what I do is I save the damn show. I don't want it for me, everything just fall to pieces.
And this is the proper way to do it.
It's a stack of cards waiting to go any moment now. But I'm the bond that holds it together enough, you know what I mean?
Just because you might...
I never personally hit anyone with it. However, I've got 2 great scars. If you can get a close-up of this one right here.
See you on TV.
Okay, we gotta go. Roll, please. Rolling!
Well, joining us now is our guide, furniture designer, Fred Pollack. How are you, Fred?
I'm fine, Christopher.
That was a nice piece. So you really use your imagination a lot, don't you?
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to when you're recycling.
Well, coming up next, We're going to show you how to fix that, so you just relax, and we'll be right back. Remember, you're not alone. You can do it. Bye for now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap for the day. Thanks so much. Thanks, Christopher.
You are going to watch this tomorrow after seeing this, aren't you? This is going to be a classic. Bye. Thank you, darling. Now, do you realize that we do 60-something shows a season? Yep, 2 shows a day. We certainly do. Hell, even though we're supposed to be in sunny Southern California, it seems like every time we get in the middle of taping shows, it suddenly becomes monsoon season. This ends up, it's one great big mud puddle. I hate that when that happens. All right, up next, it's more behind the scenes, right, everybody? More behind the scenes? Hello? Yeah, more behind the scenes. A lot of people back, thousands, cats and thousands.
We are
Cut!
And you'll come next to the ladder, rest your arm here, and just talk.
Oh, well, welcome back, everybody. Today we're getting the bloating. Go back. There you go. Welcome back, everybody. Is that what you want?
Good.
Okay. Today we're getting behind the scenes and giving you a really close look at my world. Yes. So, you've seen how many people work behind the show, right? Okay, you got all that? Okay. Well, we have to come up with some pretty darn clever solutions when it comes to keeping everybody out of the rain. Yeah, Southern California. It rains. Who knew? Check this out. You know, a lot of times between scenes, while they're all setting up for the next vignette, I like to come out here and just sort of catch my breath for a minute. And we have the perfect opportunity with this amazing view. We're on the back lot of Universal Studios, looking over actually the entire studio. And on a clear day like today, you can see all the way to the mountains. Now, that big blue screen you see down there has been painted. Oh, we can drive by one day and it's painted for one movie, or Jurassic Park had big monsters down there. It's so cool, so we get to watch what everybody else is doing too. Now, obviously, another part of my job between scenes is to interview people. So I got to do that right now. I'm going to go interview a woman who's actually brought us a tent. We need tents because we need some place to actually have our lunch. So let's go take a look at this amazing structure. Now, Suzanne, we just watched you in, what, about 13 minutes put up this huge, big tent? That's amazing.
Absolutely. My husband and myself, and anybody can do it, really.
Now, your husband's actually the engineer.
And designer of this.
Yes,
absolutely.
Now, one of the things that I like about it, first of all, the shape is wonderful. What is that called?
Well, we use tension structure principles, or tensile strength of the industrial fabric, actually, as an element for the architectural element and the structural element, and therefore you don't have to use as many frame parts, and it's very light and easy and user-friendly, but yet it's engineered for extreme weather conditions.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now, when the whole thing breaks down, how much room does it take up?
Couple of family that has skis, you know, about the same space.
That's amazing. So this really provides you with a complete sort of outdoor entertaining space. Now, this has walls that can go on here as well, right?
Right, and they come in 15 different sizes, and you can actually connect, like Legos, the different sizes and units up together and create all sorts of space. And really, people like to articulate space, you know, where it's sort of like the outdoor kitchen party. You know, that's people like to go to a place and feel comfortable and secure and kept out of the sun and out of the elements.
So it's lightweight, it's portable. You also have anchors that you can anchor into the ground.
Yes.
As far as wind or anything like that is concerned?
Right. There's a sort of different ways of anchoring. We supply anchors that go into the ground. You can use a concrete anchor with hilty bolts for something more permanent, or, you know, if you've got big concrete planters in the garden or on the patio or the deck, you can tie it off to that. But, you know, those are things that we work with people and make suggestions for them.
It really can be a permanent structure then?
Yes, anywhere where it's not snowing. I mean, we do have some of these up on mountain ski resorts, but really for the homeowner, it's best just to use them anytime it's not snowing. And obviously in California here, that's all year round. You're able to use these.
Well, that's great. Now, what happens, let's say that you only maybe entertain now and then, and you probably wouldn't use the tent enough to own it. How do I get a tent like this for a special event?
Well, we've got rental companies all over the United States who buy them from us, and you could call them up. For example, in LA here, there's Hollywood Tent Works, who happen to do all the tenting here in Universal.
Yes. Exactly, right.
But they do parties, and they come in, and their crews set it up for you and take it away, so there's really no muss or fuss. For under $500, you know, it's a full service.
Well, you know, when you really think about $500, when you think of what it would cost to rent a ballroom for a special event, you're talking thousands of dollars. So really, these tents are not only
alternate spaces, but they're really very cost effective.
Yeah, extremely economical and fun and versatile, and they'll do your dishes and vacuum for you too.
That's great. So the whole thing breaks down in probably as quickly as it's set up?
Absolutely, just in reverse. And when people buy these from us, we send videos and instructions, and with the internet now and communications and transportation, it really has opened up the world for these. We export them all over the world, and it's very, very easy for people to, access this kind of product.
That's great. And speaking of the internet, you have a website?
Yes, we do.
What's it called?
www.Tentnology.
Tentnology, like Scientology, but not religion.
No, .com.
Terrific. Well, now we have a place where we're going to eat our lunch, because normally we tape a show in the morning, then we break for lunch, and usually it's raining about the time we are ready to go into the second show. So now we've got this wonderful thing from your company, and we're going to be so excited. Thank you.
Oh, enjoy. Our pleasure. Thank you.
That's great. I got a chance. Who knew?
Isn't she the best? Tentnology. What a concept. Thank you, Susan, for keeping us dry. All right. Have you got a question about the show or about moi? When we come back, we've got the answers to your top questions. Hurry back. Camera pushes back. Christopher walks mid-set. Under ladder. Bad luck. Who knew? Welcome back, everybody. Today we've lifted up the curtain and we're showing you what it's like to be behind the scenes of our show. That's right. Now, as you can imagine, we get tons of mail, not to mention everything that's posted on our website. 2 million hits a month. Whoa! Well, we compiled a list of the most asked questions, so I'll give it my best shot here. Here's one. Why did you change the name of the show from Interior Motive to the Christopher Lowell Show? Well, actually, that wasn't my suggestion. That was actually Discovery's suggestion. Yes, Discovery is the people who air our show. We love you, Discovery. They really felt that it was a personality-driven show and that it was time to call it the Christopher Lowell Show. So who knew? I sort of thought it was maybe I'll do late-night talk shows sometime. Okay. Here's another one. What is the process when choosing a home for a makeover? You have to completely move and surrender yourself completely because we really come in and we take over completely. For a while, we were doing a lot of houses in and around the country. We found that in order for us to do the multitude of room redos, that we really needed to be able to concentrate on one property and get as much out of that property as we can. Last year we did a showcase house. This year you're going to see us do about 3 new houses. And part of that process is how many looks can we get out of one location? Exactly. So one room might look Spanish, the other one we need to make it look like something else. Okay, so that's pretty much the process. What is the process for room redos? Well, it starts out by us taking a look at the property, taking a look at the shows that we want to do, then trying to figure out what rooms will best illustrate which shows. And we are an all-theme show. In fact, we're the only theme show on national television. So it makes our job doubly hard to make sure that we can find spaces that really address some of your top concerns, like storage and small spaces and all of that stuff. Okay? Once that's done, we sit down and we go through some ideas. I will generally do a preliminary sketch, then I'll sit down with my art department and we'll start fleshing out the ideas, and we'll try to see how many other shows that we can address and how many interesting things we can do. So that's basically how it happens, okay? What happens with the fan mail? It buries us about once a week. No, actually, we try to read as much as we possibly can. The fan mail goes to our corporate offices and comes here to the production company, and we sift through it. This leads into the next one. How are we eligible for the You Did It segments, which we love the most. Love the You Did It segments. It really allows you, the home viewer, to connect with each other. More importantly, it allows us to see that you're taking some of our ideas seriously and implementing them in your own home. These are generally driven by us going through the viewer mail. When we see a before and after, and we go, oh my goodness, that's really great. Or we read a letter that really touches us in some way. Our producers will call up and we'll do a preliminary interview. If we really feel that it's all going to go great, then we end up sending cameras, and it can be anywhere in the country. So that's why we keep asking you to send those cards and letters in. Okay? Well, we didn't get to the rest of the questions, but maybe we'll do another one of these behind the scenes, okay? Well, there you go, everybody. Did you have a good time? Oh, I know we did. It was kind of fun running around showing you what we do. And the one thing I hope you learned from watching our antics today is that nothing is accomplished by oneself. Each day that we're able to enroll others in our dreams and in our visions, we are truly blessed. Then, before you know it, you have this extraordinary and wonderful group of people who surround you and support you, and they become like your family. As you can see, I am a pretty lucky guy, But in all honesty, I would like to thank you for the privilege of allowing us to come into your homes. You know, it's your support that makes us strive to deliver the very best shows we possibly can. And with that, we continue to deliver, well, we don't ever want to lose sight of our really main goal here, and that is to give you a safe and intelligent place to come each and every day, at least for an hour or two. A place where we can explore our creativity together and move forward. That's the whole idea. It's a place, I hope, that you can call home and to take steps to make your home truly a reflection of who you really are. Remember, you can do it. Oh, yeah, one more thing. I know this is going to be hard for you to believe, and it's even hard for me to say. I'm not perfect, okay? Okay. Check out these bloopers and blunders from the Christopher Lowell Show. Welcome back, everybody. Today we are...
You're out of frame on your first line. Get a little bit more into the picture.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we are talking about great and easy ways to toss the perfect bash.
What happened?
I passed the chair.
Here's good. It's not, I mean, it works. It's all kind of an ensemble.
These things are hot, hot, hot.
I am such a brilliant actor that once I begin portraying the part, all of this goes away.
Here are also reproductions. What do you think about a settee? Okay, it's very practical and very functional. The other thing, I thought maybe a little swag, a little window treatment thing going on. Okay, well, she writes Dear Christmas. Can we do this together? But you know, maybe a couple of throw pillows. How about that? Okay, all right. Maybe it's a little too fussy for Jethro.
The great thing about being the Duke is you get to wear chaps. The art of disguise. You know, I once put a slipcover over a cow and sold it for a filly. That's not very funny.
It's not perfect until I say it's perfect. Oh, it's time for another Margaret moment. Helpful hint. There is a very fine line between whimsy and insubordination. Make sure your staff and servants know the difference. Move! I'm talking to you, Sonny.
Lighten up. It's moving. That's not good. Savage. Sorry, other left. Listen to me, kid.
Your pants are on fire. I think I smell your shorts burning, Rick.
And action.
Listen to me, kid. If that train pulls out and you're not on it, you'll regret it. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But, but soon. Sorry. But think about it. A door is not just a door, which is just not a door. You okay? Okay, pal, what'll it have? What'll it have? That's what really what...
Okay, pal, step right up. What are you having? Yeah, red hot? Yeah, I got that. Here's your red hot. I gotta get a bun. Where's the bun?
Do it again. I'm gonna miss my bus.
Hey, lady, can you tell me exactly what happened here?
Oh, it was a terrible thing, officer. A young couple had been renting up there on the 4th floor. Okay. Okay. I can't take it no more, Ma. They're hanging artwork on the wall. What kind of hooks to use? How hard to hang it? I just can't take it, Ma. Son, did you take my advice? Did you hang your pictures at eye level? Let me read it again. I'm memorizing it, so let me just do it again. Did you hang your pictures at eye level? Yeah, but Ma. Maybe long cascades of fabric with a little puddle. What do you think? Yeah, he likes that. See, there's a guy after my own heart. Yeah. Hello? So I hear like the Giants are like winning, right?
Kristen, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye for now, everybody.
Hi, Christopher.
Night.